laid out here, starting with our pool wall. It comes all rolled up, steel wall in the box, kind of heavy. This is the Belize model, 12-foot round, 48-inch wall, steel above ground pool. Item NB 2501. It's made by Blue Wave. This is our wall section. Also included in our box was a pack of hardware, all the screws and nuts and bolts that we'll need. We've got these resin joints and seat covers, joints and brackets, all good quality thermoplastic that's not going to rust on you. Here we have our parts list, and yes, we verified everything was in the box. We've got specific instructions on installing our top seats and our vertical rails and the covers for the 6-inch frame pool. That means we've got a 6-inch top rail on it. These are instructions on the layout of the pool, how to get it level. Very important to get your ground level before you start installation. Here we have some safety information included along with some stickers. Important not to jump or dive into an above ground pool. And coming over here is our top rails, also known as the seat. These are horizontal on the top of the pool wall. These are the verticals, or the uprights, that go from floor to the top rail. And these are the bottom rails, which we'll start with arranging them in a circle, and it will hold our wall. We also opted for the Gorilla floor padding. It's going to go in between the ground and the liner. It's going to help us protect the liner. We also got a supply of pool cove, which gives a nice transition from the floor to the wall. And we'll put that foam on underneath the liner. We're going to install the pool skimmer. It's going to skim the surface for us, keep the pool clean. And also included, of course, is a 12-foot round blue overlap pool liner. So it seems we've got everything here. Let's get started. Now we're snapping the bottom rails into the bottom brackets, joining all the rails together with the point of the triangle towards the outside. So now I'm standing in the middle of our new pool. Of course, we're on very level concrete in our warehouse here. You're going to need to make sure that your ground is very level. And if your soil is soft, underneath each of the uprights, it's common to put a 2-inch paver. And even better is to use a transit that you can rent at any rental shop to measure the level from block to block, or upright to upright. Okay, let's get the wall unit out of the box. We've cut the box on the bottom, as recommended, to make it easier to pull the wall out.
Alright, so the next step was to put the wall into the bottom track. We unrolled it using several hands, putting it down in the track. We first wanted to decide where to locate the equipment. The equipment is going to be next to the skimmer and return fitting that is pre-cut. You want to make sure it's on the top side for operation. We unrolled it and we are ready to go on. Alright, once all the screws are in place, we'll run a strip of duct tape along the entire seam.
Okay.
Our next step was putting on our liner saver gasket. You do this
next, after we got the wall together, we put in the Gorilla Pad floor padding underneath the liner to protect our pool liner. We put in the pool cove around the corners, which you can't see, in between the wall and the floor. And now we're assembling what's called coping strips to lock the overlap liner right to the top of the pool wall. Next, we're screwing in the uprights into the lower and upper plates. We've placed our uprights every 4 foot around the pool. After our upright installation, next we're going to screw on the top rails. These are 6-inch top rails and 4 screws. Now that all of our top rails are in place, we're putting on the top seat and the bracket together. Just one simple screw. And one screw up on the bottom. All stainless steel hardware. Gives a nice finished look to our upright and top rail.